Okay, so the question is that how should you be taking your manufacturing business online? Now, this is not just another theoretical video where I'm going to give you theoretical gyan. I've been able to take our family manufacturing business online. You can check out calvinross.com or calvinross.in. Now, the story behind the brand is that my father is running his own production unit of shirts. And in 2020, we had this idea that what if we take the manufacturing business online and actually build a brand, a D2C brand around it. We were actually able to do it, and we've been running this brand since 2021. And you can check out calvinross.in to explore how we've been doing it. You can check out the About Us, the story, and everything else. So this is a live example of how we've been able to take our own manufacturing business online through a direct D2C brand. Now let's talk about the steps that you should be taking if you have your own manufacturing, or if your family has their own manufacturing, or someone else has their own manufacturing and you want to build a brand around that and actually take it online. So I'm going to break this down into multiple steps. Now, the very first thing that you want to do is you want to explore the kind of products that you should be selling, right? So the easiest way to do this is to research your competition. Okay, now to research a competition, make use of Google, make use of Amazon, go to the Facebook pages of your competitor brands, and then once you go to the Facebook page, scroll down and click on page transparency, and then check out the Facebook ad library of that particular brand. In the ad library, you would be able to see if these brands are running any ads or not, and if they are running ads, you would be able to see the kind of ads they're running, the kind of products they're selling. Another way to do this is to go to your competition website. When you search for competition on Google and you found some brands, you want to go to their website, then you want to go to their bestsellers, go to their entire collection, sort the results by bestsellers, and see that what kind of products are they selling right now. Another way to do this is to go to your competition's Instagram and see that what kind of products do they usually sell, what kind of products do they promote, and what are their clients, what kind of products are their customers using and tagging them. This way, you would know the kind of products that you should be selling. If you have your own manufacturing unit, I'm sure you're not just manufacturing one product. And even if you're manufacturing one product, there are going to be different types of that product, right? And you don't necessarily have to launch all of them when you build your own D2C, your own e-commerce brand. So for that reason, it's very important for you to be very clear about the kind of products that you should be taking online. Don't just randomly go out there. You want to do the research through, search for the right keywords on Google, do the competition research, see their ads, see their bestsellers, check out their Instagram, do the research very well on the internet, so that one, you can be sure that these kind of products that you want to take online, there's a market for them and these products actually sell. Because competition is good. If you are not able to find any brand selling the kind of products that you have, then it could mean two things. One, that your product is very unique, and if you feel there's a market for it, go for it. Or maybe it could mean that there is no market for this particular product in the direct, in the D2C space or in the e-commerce space. So that's going to be step one. Okay, so now let's come to step two. Now step two is you need to identify that how do your competitors drive traffic to their websites. By traffic, I mean customers. How do they send clicks? How do they send traffic? How do they send real people on their websites? We call these traffic sources. Now there can be different traffic sources that your competitor brands are using. Like it could be that maybe they are ranking on Google, which means that they're doing SEO, search engine optimization. Or ideally, you should be looking for ad sources, because getting results organically through Google it takes a lot of time. If you want results fast, if you want sales fast, if you want prospective customers to come on your brand, you really should be running ads. So either it could be Google ads, or it could be Facebook ads, Instagram ads, whatever, Snapchat ads. So just do some research. Most probably, your competitor brands are either going to be selling on Google, through Google ads, or they would be selling through Facebook advertising. And to check that out, you can check their Facebook pages and go to the page transparency and check their ad library, or just search for the competitor name on Google and see if any Google ad results show up. There are some other tools that you can use as well. Like there is a tool called Spyfu, SPYFU. There's another tool called SimilarWeb. You can use SimilarWeb or Spyfu to just add your competitor or domain name link there, and these tools, if they're going to have the data of these brands, will show you that where all do they get their traffic from, how much traffic do they get from search, how much traffic do they get from social media, what kind are they running in any ads or not on Google, how much amount of money are they spending on Google. You would be able to figure that out for free by going to Spyfu or SimilarWeb to research about your competition. Now let's talk about step 3. Step 3 is to build a fulfillment system. By a fulfillment system, I mean that once you start getting orders, how will you pack them and how will you ship them? Now you don't really have to do this yourself. You can you can start using shipping aggregator platforms like Nimbus Post or ShipRocket. You can use these platforms. How these platforms work is that they are aggregators. So through this platform, you would be able to connect and you would be able to ship through different service providers like Blue Dart or Expressbees, Delivery, DTDC, Amazon, Logistics, all of that. You would be able to ship using multiple methods that they have on their platforms. So instead, and they're going to give you really good rates because they get really nice competitive rates from these shipping partners, and their rates are most probably and definitely going to be better than the rates that these companies would directly give to you because you're going to be just starting out with them. So I would I'm going to explore these shipping aggregators like Nimbus Post or ShipRocket, and I'm going to actually I'm going to set everything up using their support. I'm gonna take their help, the shipping aggregator platforms help. I'm gonna set everything up and then I'll place some test orders. So I'll confirm that I've understood the process of how to generate a label, how to pack the order, how to ship it, how the pickups happen. If you've never done this might sound like a bit too much to you, but don't worry, because it's very easy. Like these platforms, they have training videos and webinars to explain the process to you, and they also have a support team to actually guide you through how you should be doing this. So step 3 is going to be to figure out that what will you do once you start getting orders. How would you fulfill them? How would you deliver them? Now let's come to step 4. Now step 4 is you need good pictures of the products that you're going to be selling. Now ideally, if you have your own manufacturing, it's best that you get some samples created of the products that you feel you want to be selling. I would recommend you to start with 10 or maximum 20 kind of products in your niche. Even if you start with 10 products, that's fine. But 10 is fine. If you want to go 20, that's also okay. But 10 is like the sweet spot. Okay. When we went live with the first collection with our brand, I think we started with 10 to 15 kind of products that we used to manufacture, we manufacture. So I would say that start with 10 is going to be the sweet spot for you here. And then you want to get the product photography done. How do you get it done? You want to research a competition and see that how do they showcase their products on their websites. So is it just the product, or is it with a person? Like, let's say if you're into fashion, let's say you manufacture sarees, right? So if you manufacture sarees, ideally you should have a model wearing the sarees, and because that's how most brands do it. If you're into manufacturing t-shirts, so most brands, they don't really use models when it comes to selling t-shirts. They just have the t-shirt photography, so they lay the t-shirt on a table or a white background and click it and upload it, right? So first of all, identify that what kind of photography should you be doing for your brand. Take some inspiration from the market, from your competitors, and then get the photography done. Then you want to go to step 5. Step 5 is that you want to be building a great looking website using a platform like Shopify. So Shopify is highly recommended in this case. So, just go to Shopify and build your own website. You want to have a great brand name. You want to have a great logo. I would highly recommend you to spend in getting a great logo made. Don't go for a poor logo. Then build a very nice website. The secret to building a very nice website is to go for a very nice, good looking theme. And you want to have really high quality and good looking product images. You don't necessarily have to hire someone to do it for you. You can do it yourself using Shopify, because it's pretty much drag and drop and you can build your store. They have so many tutorials for you. So I would highly recommend you to go with Shopify and build your store and upload the product images and all of that. Now, step 6 is that you want to start driving traffic to your own branded website, your own brand store. To do that, either you can run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or Google ads. This is going to be the fastest way for you to do it. But if you want to do it for free, the way is going to be to tie up with influencers on Instagram or YouTube. Ideally, these kind of collaborations happen on Instagram, and the biggest influencers are going to charge good amount of money from you to actually collaborate with you. By collaborations, you mean if you, let's say, into fashion, let's say sarees, if you reach out to an influencer who has 1 million followers, then this person will definitely take money to, first of all, they'll be very picky, and if they choose to work with you, they'll charge a premium price to actually wear the saree and post an image and tag your Instagram or add your website link. If you don't really want to spend a lot of money in collaborations, honestly, when you start out, you should not spend a lot of money. You should be very thoughtful about the money that you spend in collaborations and marketing. So you should start working with micro influencers. Now, micro influencers are people that don't have a lot of followers. Let's say under 10,000 or 10,000, 20,000. Because these kind of followers are growing and they don't have a lot of brand collaborations in comparison to the ones with millions of followers. So reach out to these guys on Instagram and do some collaborations with them. Maybe it's going to take you, maybe they'll charge you a very small fee, and some influencers are also going to agree to do it for you, do it with you for free. And this way you can start generating targeted traffic and customers to your brand website. And then the last step, which is step 7, is that you want to continue fulfilling your orders and serving your customers. So now once you start getting orders, you continue fulfilling them like you did in one of the above steps, continue fulfilling them. And then once you, follow the processes, you complete the loops multiple times. By completing the loops, I mean that once you get an order and you're able to deliver it and get the money for the order and all of that, once you understand how the entire process works, because you're going to get the best understanding after you finally go live with it. So once you get a great understanding of how this works, learn from these things and just repeat the process. Continue repeating these steps, continue fulfilling your orders, continue building processes and having systems in place that enable you to run your business in a very smooth and a very predictable way. Now, if you want my team and I to actually help you get your manufacturing business online, there's something really special that I have for you. There's a masterclass that I recorded, which shares the 5 secrets to build a profitable e-commerce brand from scratch. I'm going to add the link to the masterclass below this video. Go ahead and have a look at that. At the end of this masterclass, after you actually go through the 5 building blocks of an e-commerce brand, the 5 secrets, after you go through that, at the end, you're going to have an option to book a call to speak with my team about this. If it makes sense to you, if you vibe with us, and if you feel that you really want our help to build your e-commerce brand, then book a call with us in the end, and we'll see if we're going to be the right people to help you. If we would be able to help you, we'll let you know, and we'll talk more about that. If not, that's going to be fine as well. You're anyway going to be going with a lot of value. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and do like this video as well. I'm going to see you next time. Cheers.